What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with some Raid Shadow Legends, and we are back on the main account. Going to be doing kind of a fun video today because I am a glutton for punishment and have taken my favorite clan quest, which is to block 100 revives on the Ice Golem's minions on stage 20 plus of the Ice Golem's dungeon. Now, I'm going to be honest, I actually don't mind doing this quest, mainly because I have Inithwe Bloodtwin, who can block revive on just about all his attacks, and I actually don't mind farming the Ice Golem. There's a couple really good sets in there I think a lot of people overlook in the game, so I don't actually mind farming the Ice Golem, getting some resistance gear, getting some reflex gear, and there's some other pieces in there that you can make use of later on in the game. So it's kind of a cool dungeon. I know everybody hates the Ice Golem. I don't mind it personally. So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to have a block revive showdown, and it's going to feature a champion you probably may not expect, but we've got Inithwe Bloodtwin here. He's built okay. I kind of put him together a long time ago. Haven't done much with him since. Really Ice Golem is the only place I will use him when this quest pops up. Used him in Doom Tower now and then on some of those really annoying waves that have the double or triple revivers in them. But you can kind of just see how he's built here. Sadly, he's not crit capped and his crit damage is kind of trash, but his attack's high enough to where he can usually still, we hit people pretty hard, get the one-hit kill or finish them off, so he does get the block revive. So he's kind of squishy, 3,700 health and 1900 defense, so he's not going to take too many attacks. So even on Ice Golem, he does get knocked down a little bit here, which is why we do run Duchess on our Ice Golem team, so she can revive anybody that does drop down from the Ice Golem's big attack. But he's going to be, obviously, one of the champions featured here because we are doing the block revive challenge to see if someone can step up to the plate and maybe take his place in our Ice Golem team. So this champion that we're going to be using, if I can find him here, is actually someone you can farm from the campaign, and it is Conqueror. Now again, I want to always do a disclaimer here. Don't run out and 6-star and build Conqueror, because it's a total waste of resources. The only reason I'm doing this is because on my account, I'm pretty much done with everything in the game, except pushing past Brutal Hydra. I've done Hard Doom Tower, I've done a Platinum Arena finish, I've basically done everything I want to do on the game, and now I'm at the point where I'm just having fun with my account. I have the resources to screw around and do stuff like this, and I want to kind of showcase some of these rare champions and see if they're any good. But I'm not saying to go build this guy. Don't waste your time, especially if you're early game, mid game. This guy might be serviceable for you to take to like 40 or 50 and just having Banner Lords to use in Faction Wars maybe, but don't go all out like I did and invest and get all his masteries done and put all these books in this guy. I mean, he takes quite a bit of books even for a rare champ. And you can farm him from the first stage where you also get Valerie in Karok Castle. But let's take a look at how we've got him built up now. I did crit cap him, so finally we have a champion that's crit capped. He's pretty fast at 228. Attack's nowhere near Inithwe's, and he's pretty squishy too, so he's probably going to drop down a couple times. And again, we're running this with Duchess so she can revive. She's also putting up buffs for Seer to use. And resistance, we did put a little bit of accuracy on him because he does have this one ability that can remove buffs from the target. But here's his A3, which actually, enemies killed by this skill cannot be revived. So he's actually a block revive champ that a lot of people forget about. And the thing is with him is that, of course, he's a rare champion, and it's on a 3-turn cooldown. It's on a 5-turn cooldown normally, so that's going to put him at a little bit of a disadvantage because obviously Inithwe can hit it on all of his attacks. But it should be kind of a cool challenge. And like I said, I just wanted to have a little bit of fun and see if this guy could serve any use because, when I was building my account, I thought about him maybe like using him as a block revive in Arena just to screw around a little bit. But again, don't go building the rare champ to 6 stars. We don't want to waste our resources on this stuff. This is just, me having a little bit of fun, wanting to create some fun content in the game. So that's kind of what I enjoy doing is once you get to a certain point where you can kind of screw around and do this stuff and, kind of play the min-max game and goof around with the champions. It's kind of cool. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to take Draco out, which probably means this is going to be a very slow run, and we also have this as a preset team, so I really don't want to have to go in and make another preset team just with these block revive guys. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to let it run and hope it works well on auto. And we're going to be running these auto battles anyways to kind of see how this goes. So what we're going to do here, we're actually going to run 50 auto battles with each character. Because we have to do this, we have to block revive 100 times. So we're hoping that in the span of this, we get the quest finished. And we're going to see who actually does more in their 50 auto battles, just to kind of see how effective Conqueror can be. So let me go ahead and I'll just queue this up. We're going to do 50 on him, and then we'll do 50 on Inithwe. We're going to set it to sell everything except for any 6-star items, because at the point I'm out of my account, I don't really bother with 5-star gear. On the very rare chance if it's a good piece of speed gear or perception gear, maybe. But otherwise, we pretty much sell all the 5-star stuff. So let's go ahead and get the multi-battle started. And we will get this contest of champions off and running. Alright, so Conqueror has finished up his 50 runs. It does say 19 out of 19 here. That's mainly because I made a mistake. Didn't have enough energy loaded, so it cut out after 31 runs, and I had to finish up another 19 with him here for his first 50. Let's just see if any of this gear is worth keeping. Most of it's blue, so probably not, unless it's got really good rolls on it. Nothing so far that even seems remotely worth hanging on to. So we did get a nice ancient shard, though, which is kind of cool. So we did 50 runs with Conqueror on the block revive challenge. Let's go ahead and see how he did with that. Let's go into our clan quest here. Now, some people might sit there and say, well, you had Lydia, so she's blocking the revive. Actually, that doesn't work the way you might think it does. Lydia's block revive doesn't actually count for this quest, which is something I found out the hard way because I ran 100 runs with her one time, thinking she's going to automatically get that block revive every single run, and it's going to make this quest really easy. But her block revive doesn't actually count since it's not permanent. He can revive them if her passive is off cooldown, so it won't actually fully count for this quest. So yikes, only 9 out of 100, so 50 runs, he only did 9 block revives. That's really a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. So again, it's more reason why you don't build rare champions like this. Why I always give that disclaimer. But it was kind of fun, and I'm sure we can find a use for him in other areas of content in the game. Now what we're going to do, we're going to throw in Inithwe, who is going to win in a landslide, I'm pretty sure, because he'll get at least 9. I know he'll have a lot more than 9, so let's go ahead and get this set up. We're going to have to set up some more energy here, so let me do that real quick, and we'll get Inithwe going and see how he does. I'm pretty sure he's going to do much better on this one than than Conqueror. So let me get this energy loaded and we'll get this one started. Alright, we are all done with Inithwe's 50 runs, so we're going to see how he did on the block revive. First off, let's check some of this gear. See if any of this is worth keeping. I kind of like this piece here. Speed and crit rate on a reflex shield, not too bad. We actually will keep a blue piece there for once. Got another reflex. I don't have a lot of reflex gear, so I have to be a little bit less strict. That's not a bad helmet there. We'll go ahead and grab that. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Flat attack. No, thank you. That's no good. Attack speed. Okay, even though it does have the flat HP, we'll try to roll that for some speed and attack. It's pretty decent. Could use that with someone. Accuracy, attack. I really wish this had resistance on it, but no resistance and no speed. I'm probably going to get rid of that one. Defense boots, don't really need those. Resistance chest with speed and defense. It could be a nice off piece for somebody. We'll hang on to that just in case. HP flat boots, nope. And shield, no thank you. Alright, cool. So we at least got a couple rollable pieces there. So let's go see how Inithwe did on the clan quest here. Let's go take a look and go into this and see if we were able to do. Okay, so we're up to 47. So yes, obviously Inithwe destroys Conqueror in this contest. I believe that gives him, what, 38? 38 block revives and 50 runs, which is pretty solid. That's pretty amazing. And that's actually one of the reasons, as I mentioned, I don't mind taking this quest, because Inithwe is pretty effective at blocking those revives on those minions. So this was kind of a fun little experiment. Like I said, I didn't actually expect Conqueror to get outclassed so badly, but it's just, I guess, the randomness of his A3 being up at the right time, whereas with Inithwe, as I mentioned, you know, his passive allows him to block revive on any kill with any of his abilities. So he's clearly got the advantage there over the rare champion, which he should, because he's a legendary. And I know Inithwe gets crapped on a lot, but I actually really do like him as a champion. And like I said, I get a lot of utility out of him in Doom Tower on some of the Reviver waves in hard Doom Tower. And the thing with Inithwe is he did get buffed, and I don't really know if it was a massive buff to him or not. I haven't noticed a huge increase in his damage, but the thing with Inithwe is, like, if you were using him before and you liked him as a champion, then the buff really was just kind of a little bonus for you. You're still going to use him, and if you're someone that just doesn't like him as a champion, it's not going to matter to you. Inithwe has always been kind of an interesting Void legendary. I feel like he's got a lot of utility, and I feel like if they buffed him too much, he might turn into a broken or overpowered champ with just the ability to block revive on all of those abilities that he has. So anyways, kind of fun, and we've got Conqueror now. We could use him in the rare Spirit Room on hard Doom Tower, have a little bit of fun there. He could probably do some work in the rare attack room as well. But this was just kind of a fun video. Like I said, I'm making a little bit more enjoyable content for myself now that I have a lot more time and a little bit kind of bored on the main account. And, you know, again, just to reiterate, I've said this a couple times in the video, just because you see a video like this and you see a rare champion built out to level 60, all the masteries done, all the books put in them, don't invest in something like this unless you're just toward the later the end game and you've got the resources to do it. You know, I see a lot of videos where people are told, you know, build out this rare, build out this epic, you know, for like one specific little niche situation, and you're never going to use that champion ever again. It's a total waste of resources if you're in the early or mid game to do something like this. So I always like to caution you guys to, you know, not waste your time. You know, don't go building a Conqueror to level 60 just because you saw it in this video and think it might be kind of fun. You know, it's kind of like when I do the videos with Banshee or Grappler at 60. Those were champions that had some value for me when I was leveling up my account, so it kind of did help having them at 60. But it's like this Marquez here. Again, like, we built her up, and I've never even actually put gear on her and done anything with her. I have a level 60 Marquez on my free-to-play account too, and I don't know why, because the only place I wound up using her is Faction Wars, because I just, you know, it's too hard to make use of her as a nuker in Arena without building like 2 or 3 more champions around her to enable her to be good. So just keep that in mind whenever you see a video like this. I'm just having fun with it, just trying to put out some interesting content and enjoy the game a little bit, but I want you guys to make sure you're putting your resources to use in the best possible way. Anyways, I hope you guys had fun watching this kind of interesting look at some block reviver champions, and kind of taking a look at how well Inithwe can work on the Ice Golem to help you speed up those runs, blocking the revive on those minions. And if you want to do that clan quest, he's very helpful there in addition to that. But again, just want to do some fun content. As always, hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you again next time.